fabled heat, where magic meets desire. Subscribe to ignite the fantasy.
The chipped porcelain felt cool against my palm, the milk lukewarm. 3 rules. They'd been etched into the marrow of my bones since I was a girl, whispered by my grandmother, then my mother, and now recited every night by me to Alara and Wren. 3 rules to keep the things in the woods at bay. Rule 1, knock 3 times on the wall. Rule 2, whisper your name so the house knows who to protect. Rule 3, leave the milk by the door, always. My grandmother, Nana Emilia, had brought the ritual with her from Romania, a shadow clinging to her heels after fleeing the war. She claimed it wasn't her invention, but a remnant of something older, something woven into the very fabric of the Carpathian Mountains, a plea to the spirits of the land or a ward against the things that hunted in the darkness. My mother dismissed it as folklore, a comforting habit for a frightened woman, but she still did it every single night. And now so do I. I don't believe in monsters, not exactly. I'm a practical woman, a botanist. I deal in verifiable facts, in the slow, steady rhythm of growth and decay. But I believe in the power of belief. I believe in the stories we tell ourselves to make sense of the world, and I believe that sometimes those stories become the world. This house, it feels old, receptive, like it listens. And the woods surrounding it are dense, silent, and undeniably watchful. My wife, Lyra, a sculptor, tolerates the ritual with a gentle amusement. She understands my need for order, for control, especially after everything. She'll often watch me from the kitchen doorway, her dark eyes crinkling at the corners as Alara, 7, and Wren, 5, stumble through the motions. "Are you sure about this, Maeve?" she'd ask sometimes, her voice a warm rumble. "Seems a bit superstitious, even for you." "It's not hurting anyone, Lyra," I'd reply, forcing a lightness I didn't always feel. "It's just a habit, a way to feel safe." A lie, of course. It's more than a habit. It's a lifeline, a thread connecting me to the past, to the women who came before me, and to the fragile hope that I can protect my daughters from the darkness that lurks just beyond our doorstep. But what happens when the darkness comes from within, when the things we're trying to keep out are already inside? I feel it sometimes, a cold whisper in the back of my mind, a shadow that clings to my thoughts. It's the fear that I'm not enough, that no matter how many times I knock on the wall, no matter how many times I whisper my name, no matter how much milk I leave by the door, it won't be enough. And then one night it happens, the whispers start, the shadows move, and my daughters, they're gone. I find footprints leading into the woods, a clearing, a circle of glowing mushrooms, and my daughters changed. She's there waiting for me, the woman from the woods. She says they weren't mine to protect, that they belong to the woods. And now I have to make a choice. Do I fight for my daughters, even if it means losing myself? Or do I let them go and accept the darkness that's already inside me? I don't know what I'll choose, but I know one thing for sure. The milk won't keep them away anymore. The night air hung heavy with the scent of pine and damp earth as I stood at the edge of the woods, my heart pounding in my chest. The moon hung low in the sky, casting an eerie glow over the landscape. I clutched the chipped porcelain cup in my hand, the milk sloshing gently inside. "Alara, Wren," I called out, my voice trembling. "Where are you?" Silence, only the rustling of leaves in the wind answered me. I took a step forward, then another, my feet sinking into the soft earth. The trees loomed above me, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. I felt a chill run down my spine, but I pushed forward, driven by a mother's love and desperation. As I ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew colder, and the shadows seemed to deepen. I could hear whispers in the wind, voices that sounded like my daughter's but distorted and otherworldly. "Mama," a voice called out, soft and melodic, "come find us." I quickened my pace, my heart racing. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. I could feel the presence of something ancient and powerful surrounding me, watching me with unseen eyes. Suddenly I stumbled upon a clearing. In the center stood a circle of glowing mushrooms, their caps pulsing with an otherworldly light, and there, in the middle of the circle, were Alara and Wren. But they weren't the same. Their eyes glowed with an unnatural light, and their skin had taken on a pale, almost translucent quality. They looked at me with a mixture of recognition and something else, something that sent a shiver down my spine. "Mama," Alara said, her voice echoing strangely, "we've been waiting for you." Wren stepped forward, her small hand reaching out towards me. "Join us, Mama, the woods are calling." I took a step back, my mind reeling. What had happened to my daughters? What had the woods done to them? A figure emerged from the shadows, a woman with long, flowing hair and eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. She smiled at me, a knowing smile that sent a chill down my spine. "They belong to the woods now," she said, her voice like silk. "They were never truly yours to begin with." I felt a surge of anger and desperation. "No," I cried out, "they're my daughters, I won't let you take them." The woman laughed, a sound that was both beautiful and terrifying. "You can't stop what's already begun," she said. "The woods have claimed them, and soon they'll claim you too." I looked at my daughters, their eyes pleading with me. I knew I had to make a choice, fight for them even if it meant losing myself, or let them go and accept the darkness that was already inside me. I took a deep breath, my hand tightening around the porcelain cup. The milk inside sloshed gently, a reminder of the ritual that had once kept the darkness at bay. But now I knew it wouldn't be enough. The darkness was already here, and it was up to me to face it. I stepped forward, my heart pounding in my chest. "I won't let you take them," I said, my voice steady despite the fear that gripped me. "I'll fight for them no matter what it takes." The woman smiled, a cruel, knowing smile. "Then let the battle begin," she said, and the woods around us seemed to come alive with a dark, ancient power. I stood my ground, my daughters at my side. I didn't know what the future held, but I knew one thing for sure. I would fight for my daughters, even if it meant losing myself in the process. And so the battle began. The woods came alive with a dark, ancient power, and I stood at the center of it all, my heart pounding in my chest. I didn't know what the future held, but I knew one thing for sure. I would fight for my daughters, no matter what it took, even if it meant losing myself in the process. The milk wouldn't keep them away anymore, but I would. I would fight for them with every ounce of strength I had. And in the end, that's all that mattered.